Hi everybody, this is Harmony and I'm here with Christa.
Hello.
And I'm so excited for you to meet her and hear more about her story. We're actually in Tampa, Florida right now. I was just speaking at the Flavor Fest conference here, and Christa lives here and is one of our network outreach leaders. And I want you to hear about her journey and how she ended up starting sex industry outreach in Tampa, Florida. So can you tell us about what happened in 2010 that led you to Treasures?
So in 2010, I had been in the industry for almost 20 years, and in 2010 I was in church, but still in the industry because I was scared to tell anybody my big dark secret, and it was becoming so hard. And God had already told me that I was going to go in and reach women where I was once I was out, but I didn't know that anything like that existed. So I did a Google search one night of women who love Jesus that are in the sex industry support group. And Treasures popped up, and so I was like, I about fell out of my chair when Treasures popped up, and they had this spot that said industry girls, click here.
We still have it on our website, so
Yes.
if you've been in the industry and you need support, go to our website, Industry
Yes.
Girls Only, click
Yes.
there.
So they instantly hooked me up with they instantly responded, hooked me up with a mentor, and sent me out a care package that had Harmony's book, Scars and Stilettos, along with a bunch of other cool stuff and handwritten cards. And so I read Harmony's book, and I instantly was like, oh my gosh, there's hope, because I had never heard of anybody who really made it out of that life. So hope started rising after I read your story. And then within about a month of talking to my mentor, she encouraged me.
Larissa.
Yes.
Larissa, this is
Christa. So she encouraged me to go to my pastor, which I did. And my pastor told me, Jesus loves you, we love you, we're going to walk with you through this season of your life. So I ended up within about 2 to 3 months of reaching out to Treasures. I was walking away from the industry that had me for 20 years with $70 to my name. So, but it gets better.
$70 to your name.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so then I first actually got to meet Christa in person in 2012, and tell me
Yes.
about that.
So in 2012, I heard that Harmony was going to be in Miami training women on how to go out and reach the women in the clubs. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in Florida. I didn't have a whole lot of money, so I was like, this is my opportunity. I know I'm supposed to go. So I drove down to Miami for that training and met Harmony, and I actually was able to even show you a Christmas card, if you remember.
Oh, yes.
Yes, a Christmas card that I held on to that the Treasures team had
Yeah,
sent.
so every year we keep track of everyone who's ever contacted us, and we send them, every year we send them Christmas cards. And so Christa brought one of the Christmas cards that we had sent her to the training.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah. And so I guess they had like a whole schedule already made up to
Yeah.
go out and do outreach in the clubs, but Harmony did some switching around, and
She got to be on my team.
I got to be on her team. So I was in the same band with Harmony, and then Rundy is who led me into the clubs. So
Yeah.
and that was a nervous night, like going back in for the first time
Yeah.
after being out. But
Was it as hard as you thought it was going to be?
it wasn't. I think at first it was when we got in there because we lost the leader, and we weren't supposed to lose the leader.
Oh.
So, but it wasn't as bad as I thought that it would be. It kind of was just like, okay, I'm in here, this is familiar, but I knew that I was in there for a much different reason. And so I left that training and started loving you where you were at, like as soon as I left. So we've been loving you where you're at for 4 years now, and we've been actively doing outreach in the Tampa area as well as Pasco for 3 years now.
And what else are you doing?
And we have 2 drop-in centers.
We have 2 drop-in centers, and they run support groups and are doing
Yes.
incredible work here. And she's full-time
Yes.
now. That's a huge accomplishment. Those of you who are in our network, you know how hard it is to make that leap to go full-time into doing sex industry outreach. So she's full-time now. That's so awesome.
And I just love getting to be here with Harmony. She is like my hero next to Jesus. Like, yes, she really is. She has no idea how much she means to me in Treasures. So, and I want to give a shout out to their the Life After the Industry. X-Girls, Life After the Industry. We use that during our groups.
Yeah.
And we've had women who have came in from the clubs that are just hard as nails and they're still working, but we've just used that with them during our support groups and just have literally just seen them break down and open up. And so, yeah.
That's so awesome. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I recommend it.
And what would you say if someone out there that's thinking about going to training, but is like, I don't know, can I go into strip clubs? Should I fly all the way to LA? What, you know?
I say that you definitely need to go to training. Yeah, I don't even know how. I wouldn't be here where I am today if it wasn't for going to this training and just Harmony's experience of doing this for so long. Even back then, you had been doing it for quite some time. So I had no clue on how to go in and do it. I knew I was called to do it, but had no clue. So, yeah. You have to go to training. I mean, there's so
March
much you'll learn.
March 17th and 18th,
Yes.
we're having another training in LA. We're hoping we're going to be able to bring Christa back. It would be
Yes,
awesome.
because
to
I
have
would
you.
learn. I would love to learn some more. So, yeah.
Oh, thank you for sharing your story. Thank you so much. And then just real quick, an update for those of you that are following the challenge. We are halfway to our goal. We have raised halfway to $4,500 a month. And if you're not familiar with it, we have been given a challenge gift. And if we can increase our monthly partnerships by $4,500 a month, we have a donor that's going to match that $4,500 a month for a year. So if you've ever thought about partnering with Treasures, now is a great time because your impact will be doubled. And even if it's like $10 a month or $1,000 a month, whatever amount you can do, we would love for you to join the challenge. So please check out the Treasures website. There's a banner, iamatreasure.com, iamatreasure.com. You can find out more about training. You can find out more about the challenge. And if you're in the Tampa area, Christa needs volunteers. If you're in the Tampa area, don't go renegade and be like, I'm going to start going to strip clubs, because they're already there. So, but Christa needs volunteers, and she's an incredible leader. So I hope that you'll join her and partner with her in the work that she's doing. And all right, see you guys later.
All right, bye.
Bye.